Tisha B'Av, we had a shiur in Miami. And it took me about an hour and a half to get there, an hour and a half to go home. About 3 hours. The shiur itself was about an hour. So I was wondering the whole way there, why does Hashem think that it's worth it for me to travel 3 hours, travel 3 hours for a shiur of 1 hour, who was really supposed to be a half hour to 40-minute shiur? I stretched it to an hour. Why? So I was talking to my Rav, and we learned some Gemara on the way there for the hour each. You can't just do nothing. What are you going to do? Nothing? No, you have to learn Torah on the way there. So we learned Torah on the way there. So Baruch Hashem, we got to learn some Torah. But we learned, again, the Gemara, Masechet Chagiga, Rav Idi, he used to travel 3 months. 3 months to go learn Shiur Torah 1 day, and then go home. 3 months. 6 months he would travel for 1 day of Shiur Torah. 6 months. He traveled, not to give the Shiur Torah, to go learn with Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai. Go learn 1 day. So the students of Rabban Yochanan said, you're like a rabbi for 1 day, you Ravidi. Why are you traveling 6 months for 1 day Shiur Torah? Stay home. Take a book, stay home. Why are you traveling for 6 months? What are you traveling 6 months? Go, stay home, take a book, stay home. What are you doing? It's not that he wasted his time for 3 months. He learned on the way also. But he said, why are you even wasting your effort traveling 3 months for 1 day? Stay for 6 months, stay for 5 years. 6 months, you're traveling for 1 day. The Gemara says, Rabban Yochanan went to Rav Idi and started begging him, please don't judge my students unfavorably in Shamayim and punish all of them. Because your zchut is higher than all of them. They learn all year, but your zchut is higher than all of them. Why? You have something they don't. What is that something? You have Messirut Nefesh. You have Mesirut Nefesh. In the Gemara, Masechet Brachot, Resh Lakish says, you want Torah, you have to have Mesirut Nefesh to the point where you're willing to die just to learn Daf Gemara. Die. Not travel an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 months. You have to be willing to die just to learn Gemara, just to learn Torah. So now when someone has an opportunity to go to a Shiur Torah and they don't go because they want to watch it online, they want to watch it tomorrow on YouTube when they feel like it, in between bathroom breaks, when they're smoking a cigarette, when they're having their steak. They want to watch their Torah conveniently while they're having popcorn. But they can come to the Shiur Torah. They can come. I'm not talking about the people that can't come. If you live in Montana, you live in Africa, you live in different places where I'm not there, you're learning Torah just like you're here. I'm not talking about you if you can't come because you live in a different country, a different state, you're far, far, far away. That's a different story. I'm talking about the ones that are local. I'm talking the ones that are traveling less than me. Takes me an hour to get here, hour to go home, sometimes longer if there's traffic, no traffic. You live 5 minutes from here, 20 minutes from here, a half hour from here, 45 minutes from here, an hour from here. And you don't want to come? Why? It's late. I have work tomorrow. Why? You're the only guy on earth that has work? You, that's it. Everybody else is just sitting there, folding their hands. Everybody's sitting there. Everybody else not working. They just look at, yeah, he's working. Look, sucker. He's working. We're not doing nothing. What the fool all day. Look at this guy. He's working. Imagine that. Everybody's looking at him. He's working. Look at this guy. This guy's working. What? This guy's just sitting there all day. We're not doing nothing. Look at this guy. He's working. Let me scan. What, you're the only guy working? You're the only guy who has to wake up early in the morning to go pray? He says if you're not going to Shiur Torah because you're lazy, because you're tired, because you want to watch sports, because you want to watch this, you want to do all these other things, you have no idea what you're doing. Why? Because you need Mesirut Nefesh to earn Torah. That's the schar. The Gemara in Masechet Brachot says, what's the schar that you get from Shamayim for going to Shiur Torah? They say it's schar alicha. The reward is for going, not for learning. It doesn't say you get the schar, you get the reward for learning the Torah. It says you get the reward for going to the Shiur Torah. Why for going? It should be, I went, I learned Torah, that I get reward for that. He says, no, no, no. You get the reward for going to the Shiur Torah. Why for going to the Shiur Torah? Because if you're going to go to Shiur Torah, it's a serious Shiur Torah, lights up your heart, lights up your neshama, you're going to start doing tshuva. It's not going to be a type of Shiur Torah you're going to remember everything. You're not going to remember everything. I talk for 2-3 hours. You're not going to remember everything I said. You're not. I don't remember everything I said. And I'm saying it. So, but Hashem wants to give you a full package of reward. He wants to give you a complete reward. Complete. So he says, one thing you did for sure. Complete, you went there. You get the schar for that. That's if you can go. If you cannot go, you're watching it live, you're watching it right away, ashrecha. You get 100% reward because you can't go. You're considered anus. You're not responsible for a mitzvah you can't fulfill. You can't come. So you get the reward 100%. So Baruch Hashem, there's many thousands of people that watch the shurim every week. They watch it like it's clockwork. As soon as it's posted, they're already watching, or 2, 3, 4, 500 views in a second. I'm like, wow. Like that, it's amazing to me that anybody even watches Shiur Torah. See, 500 people just watch Shiur Torah. Sometimes we have a delay, technical delay. Satan interrupts. We have a problem. The camera, the battery, the something what happened. So it takes like a delay. Sometimes we're late for like 5-6 hours or even a day and a half before we post a shiur. 500 emails. No, what's going on with the Shiur Torah? You had Shiur Torah. Where's the Shiur Torah? What's Shiur Torah? It's like, what, you don't have anything else to do? You just Shiur Torah? Yes, this Messirut Nefesh. That's Messirut Nefesh. That's no different than you traveling an hour to the Shiur Torah. They get just as much reward for watching it online. But that's because I know for sure, and Hashem Yitbarach of course knows, that if they were close, even if they were 2 hours away, they'd come here first before me. They'd wait here. I had a shiur in Los Angeles one time, maybe about a year and a half ago. I get to the shiur, lecture. See a nice, tall, handsome man, young guy, maybe 20 years old, very excited to see me. And I ask him who he is. He tells me his name. I remember texting him. We exchanged a few texts. Tzaddik. I'm like, oh, so how was your ride here? He goes, no, it wasn't so bad. It's only 7 hours. I said, well, excuse me? What'd you say? He goes, no, it wasn't that bad. It was actually a good ride. I'm like, yeah, no, the last part. What did you say, the last part? He goes, yeah, it was only 7 hours. I'm like, what do you mean it was 7 hours? We're in Los Angeles. Where do you live? Arizona? He goes, yeah, I live in Arizona. So what are you doing here? He goes, I want to see a Shiur Torah. When's the next time you're going to come so close to me? So I said, okay, so how long are you here? He goes, just for the Shiur Torah, and I'm going home right after. I have to take my brother to school tomorrow. He traveled 14 hours for Shiur Torah. We can't travel 14 minutes. That's the kitrug. That's the sword. And unfortunately, it's gone to the point where I have to say it. Aside from it being Torah that we have to learn, I'm seeing it as a continuous cycle where people that are not willing to do Mesirut Nefesh, to sacrifice, to learn Torah even when it's not convenient, to inconvenience themselves. For the sake of Torah, Hashem Yitbarach is saying, you're not honoring my Torah. You don't deserve my Torah. I gave you a Torah that's complete, that's divine, that's perfect, that's everything, that's the secret to life. Eternal life I gave you. You're not even willing to drive a half hour. Busha v'chirpa. You should be ashamed of yourself. I gave you something divine. You're not willing to drive 15 minutes, a half hour. No, I'm going to watch it tomorrow when I'm in bed. You don't learn Torah in bed. You have an opportunity, you go. And I'm telling you this, not because I don't get money from you. I don't ask you for money. None of this stuff matters. To me, I'm here. If God's here, I'm here. It's for you. I'm telling you this. I'm telling everyone that has an opportunity to watch you at Torah live. If you're not going, it's 100% a kitrug. If the person you want to watch is local, is an hour away, it's a reasonable distance away, and you're not going, it's not good. Why? Because you're not honoring the Torah. You're not willing to sacrifice anything. You want to learn Torah in your convenience on your couch with the bamba. And you want your wife to give you Coca-Cola every few hours, every 15 minutes. Oh, no, it's a break. What break? The guy's talking for 3 hours straight. What break? No, I just put the pause. It's more convenient. I put the pause on YouTube. I put the pause. I went to the bathroom. It's more convenient for me. Okay, you're going to learn some things, but you're not going to inherit the Torah like it is. Why? Because it's missing. It's missing the ingredient of a Messirut Nefesh. The self-sacrifice. If I tell you the stories of some of my students of what they want to do for Torah, you'd mamash start crying. What people like Vimesh, like Emmanuel, like Adis, all of these people, what they do for Hashem Yitbarach, you'd mamash start crying. But then I see other ones, my students, they start good, they come to Shulei Torah, they do good, they do this, all of a sudden disappear. All of a sudden, the job killed their Torah. All of a sudden, the relationship killed the Torah. All of a sudden, something happened, they can't come to Shulei Torah. Okay, 1 shiur, fine, no problem. You can't come 1 shiur. 2 shiurs, 3 shiurs, 4 shiurs, 5 shiurs. After 5 shiurs, I know you're not coming anymore. 6 months later, they see me at the supermarket. Hey, how are you? Better question is, how are you? I'm still connected. What are you doing? You still religious? You still know who God is? They still have, the kippah got much smaller though. Sometimes it's not even there. Oh, what happened to the kippah? Oh yeah, the kippah. They start looking for the kippah. If I told you where's your head, you look for your head? What happened? Oh no, I started coming to the Shul Torah and it was late and it was long. Yeah, it was late and it was long in the beginning too when you did tshuva. You did tshuva, you came to me as a kofer. You came out of tzaddik. Back then it was also late and it was also long. It never changed. It was also always 2 hours plus and it was always late at night. It was fine then. To do tshuva was fine. What happened? Oh no, Yetzirah. That's what I. It's not I. It's Yetzirah. Yetzirah is killing you. You can't go up there in Shamayim and complain. You can't say, oh, you know what? I did tshuva, everything was good, but now I have parnasah problems. That's why I can't come to the Shul Torah. No, you have parnasah problems because you're not going to the Shul Torah. You have marriage problems because you're not going to the Shul Torah. People call me and tell me, oh, no, you know, everything was good, but things are tough, and now I'm having marriage problems. What's the marriage problems? Oh, I don't know, my wife is unhappy. Oh, okay, let me talk to the wife. I talk to the wife. Yeah, he's a despicable human being. He curses me, he yells at me, he does this, he barely gives me a penny to live, he treats me like I'm a baby, he doesn't want to give me even $100 a week. Look at the phone. See, this is a human being? You're treating your wife like this? You're being cheap on your wife? You don't want to give your wife spending money so she could act like an adult? She gave you kids? She brought kids to the world. She acted like a wife. She slept in the same bed as you. You chutzpan. You rasha. You're not willing to give your wife money to eat, to go be a human being. Any man that's cheap on his wife is guaranteed to have a miserable life. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to pay for it in Shamayim. He's going to get a big punishment for torturing her his whole life. You're not allowed to be cheap on your wife. The one that brought all the Kedusha to your house, you're being cheap on her. No, but she's a big spender. What big spender? She bought a $20 dress. What big spender? Yeah, but she already has so many. So what? She has so many. Hashem gave you money. What do you think it's for? For your 401k? What do you think it's for? A retirement account only? It's also to give her parnasah. It's what you wrote in the ketubah. Not allowed to be cheap on your wife unless she has a sickness of some kind. Then you have to be careful. She has a sickness. She's a spendaholic. She just buys things for no reason. It's a different story. But some of these stories I hear from wives, my husband doesn't want to give me $100 a week. Doesn't want to give you $100 a week? What's the $100 a week for? No, go just for me to like survive. $100 a week survive? Wow, amazing. You could survive $100 a week? Oh Hashem, you should be praying to Hashem to thank Hashem that you could survive on $100 a week. No, but he doesn't want to give me that. So what does he give you? Oh, he gives me $50. $50. The paper boy gets $50, you Rasha. The paper boy, the 15-year-old paper boy gets $50. You cheap on your wife? Why are you cheap on your wife? Because you don't come to Shulei Musar. You don't come to Shulei Torah and get smacked in the face a few times by God. When Hashem Yitbarach is telling you what it says, and I obviously repeat what he says, I'm just a vessel. You're not getting smacked in the face. What are you watching? You're watching emunah shiurs. You're watching shiurs that are with nice stories and make you feel good inside. Feel good inside, you can feel as good as you want. But if it's rotten, it's not going to help you. Musar is the only way you're going to clean yourself up. All of these guys having shlom bayit problems, all of these women that are having issues, it's because you're not going to shiurei Torah that are really putting a fire inside you. If you leave a shiur Torah without fire, you've wasted your time. You've wasted your time. You watch a shiur Torah, and you feel okay about yourself at the end of the shiur Torah. I'm a tzaddik. I'm a tzaddikah. Everything he said I did. A bunch of times I see this. Sometimes I have rabbis come to my shiur, and for whatever reason or another, they always feel the need to tell me, oh yeah, everything you said, I said. I'm like, wow, I want to watch your shiur. I watched this shiur, I'm like, you said nothing that I said. It's not even close. Not that I said, it's the Mishnah, it's a Musar, but you're not even teaching Musar. You're teaching, I don't know, about Bamba and Beasley. What are you teaching? Teaching about potato chips. What are you teaching? People in your class are Mechalei Shabbat for 25 years. The guy is cheating on his wife. He didn't say nothing. You saw him with his girlfriend. What are you teaching? What are you teaching? No, I said the same thing. No, you didn't say the same thing. Because if you said the same thing, something would change. You can't say the truth and nothing change. You can't. It's impossible. It's against nature. I can't constantly smash the truth in your head, in your face, constantly, and I don't change. I can't. It's impossible. It's against nature. I know for sure, every shiur I do tshuva. Every shiur I do tshuva. Something has to change with me. Every shiur. Something has to change. Sometimes people tell me they change too. So first and foremost, stop wasting your time with the exterior, with the stuff that looks important, that looks like you're a tzaddik or not. Focus on the important things. Understanding that you have to learn Torah. One of the most important parts is that whether you understand it or not is irrelevant. You have to learn it regardless. 1. 2. It's extremely important to increase your Messirut Nefesh. Increase your uncomfortability. You want to earn Torah? Get ready, get used to being uncomfortable. If you have the ability to go to shiur Torah and you choose otherwise, you're making a mistake. And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 students that are off the derech because of it. It has nothing to do with me. When they're off, it's not because of me. It has nothing to do with me. They stopped watching. First they came, then they watched online, then they stopped watching. Then they started watching someone else, or they stopped watching altogether eventually, and eventually 6, 7, 8, 9 months later, I see them, they're complete secular, like they started a year, 2 years earlier. Or if they're religious, it's only exterior religious. It's not really religious. And I give you example after example. Why? Because the Torah is something that requires Mesirut Nefesh. Ben Hokanos asked him, what can we do to protect ourselves from Chavrei Mashiach? He says, Torah and Gemilut Chasadim. Even if somebody does a nice thing or learns a lot or anything like that, it's never compared to bringing one of Hashem's lost kids that's been lost for the last 3,000 years back home. One of the beautiful things that we have in our organization is that we have both Torah and Zikuy Rabim, because we have our kollels, we have our avrechim, and we also have our kiruv that we do around the world. Our lectures reach every corner of the world, Baruch Hashem, in multiple languages, but of course, we always want to do even more.
היו רגלינו בשערייך ירושלים, המעמד הנשגב והמרומם של סיום הש"ס, זוהר והשולחן ערוך, שעל ידי ארגון בעזרת השם העולמי.
יכול להיות שעכשיו אנחנו נשמע את השופר של המשיח.
נמצא איתנו כאן האורח מפלורידה, יושב ראש הארגון, מזכה הרבים, הרב ירון ראובן.
בעזרת השם כולנו נעשה ונצליח ונגדל בתורה ונזכה את הרבים ונעשה כבוד שמיים כמו שצריך.
אתם עמלי התורה, תמשיכו, תהיו אור גדול.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
הזדמנות שאני מברך את הרב ירון ראובן, שהוא זכה את הרבים ומחזיק תורה בעם ישראל בארץ וגם בתפוצות. אשריו אשר חלקו, שימשיך עוד לעשות כאלה וכאלה. זכות גדולה מאוד שהוא מחזיק תורה בעם ישראל.
טוב, ש"סים נוספו הערב לעם ישראל לכבודה של תורה, להרמת קרנה של תורה, וכל הדברים הללו ברוך השם הודות לידידנו יושב ראש הארגון שעוד לא ידע את ההפתעה שתכננתי לו.
While we have kiruv work that we've done throughout the whole year, we also have the Torah that we're constantly producing more and more of, and last but not least, the chesed to feed the poor people in Israel.
A very special thank you to all our amazing guests who show real Avodat HaShem by taking the time out of their busy schedule and sharing their ups and downs with us, all for the sake of Avodat HaShem.
ארגון בעזרת השם הולך לחלק מאות סלי מזון בכל רחבי הארץ.
One of the big things that we have, aside from this campaign, you probably see this poster or something similar to it, is also we published some of the recent results that we have, or at least up to now, of the organization. And one of the reasons why we do this each year is because we want to make sure that our partners, our donors, our talmidim know where their money is going. Unlike everybody else that, says a lot, does a lot, we want to show you what these results are. I can tell you from my experience and a little bit of knowledge about the whole Torah world, I don't know of anybody else, any other organization on planet Earth that produces dollar for dollar what we've produced over these last few years. This is nothing to be arrogant about. It's simply siyata bishmaya. Kadosh Baruch Hu helped us. We made every sacrifice that we can possibly make in order to make it happen. Producing nearly 300 films, publishing 32 books, our own books, giving out 154,000 books for free. Giving out 154,000 books is not a cheap endeavor. Anyone that wants to do such a thing has to be completely committed to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to his children, and most importantly, to have bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu and his Torah. We also have fed over 160,000 people over these last several years. Each year, during Pesach, the high holidays, throughout the year, we help a lot of people eat, help make sure that they have groceries, food, all types of things, and you guys have seen many of the videos that we've produced over the years to actually show you the people that are getting this food. You have here 160,000 people have eaten, nearly 300 Torah films. And then on top of all of it, we have 1.4 million USB, CDs, and cards that have been giving out for free. All of the work that we've done over the last 10 years on these USBs given out for free. Last but not least, 12,000 video and audio lectures available online in about 14 different languages for the world to watch for free.
הרב ירון ראובן, הרב אפרים כחלון, בשם גבורה בעזרת השם, שעלו מעלה מעלה, יהיה להם ברכה והצלחה. זאת מוכרים מלא משאלות דיבה, בטובה ובברכה. וכל אשר יקנו, תשכילו וירצו. תזכרו לעשות כאלה וכאלה, ותהיו תורה להגדרה בין והבין.
ארגון בעזרת השם לקח על עצמו את אחת המטרות הקשות ביותר בדור שלנו, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי. לא להסתפק במשהו אחד, לעזור רק לאנשים מסכנים, רק לאנשים ניצולי שואה, רק לאנשים שלא מכירים את אלוקים, רק לאנשים שאין להם כלום בבית, אלא לעזור לכלל ישראל בכל מכל. וברוך השם, חפץ השם בידינו הצליח. למעלה ממיליון יהודים ויהודיות נעזרו על ידי ארגון בעזרת השם. רק תדמיינו לכם איזה עוצמה היה לכל אחד ואחת מהשותפים שזכו להיות כל אחד כפי כוחו ויכולתו, לאיזה תוצאות הצליחו להגיע ולאיזה תוצאות עוד יצליחו.
פורים שמח על לראות את השלטים. נעלה עכשיו למעלה, תנועה קצת את האש, את הלימוד. ברוכים הבאים, אפשר לראות כאן כולם יושבים לומדים. איזה רעש של תורה, איזה רעש, איזה רעש. והנה יש פה עוד בית מדרש, וגם פה יש השם הכל עמוס. שמח! פורים שמח!
הדמיון הזה הוא לא דמיון כל כך רחוק, כי כמו שהתורה אומרת, בפיך ובלבבך לעשותו, ככה גם בדבר הזה. כל מי שירצה, כל מי שרוצה או רוצה להיות שותפים איתנו, עם הארגון הקדוש והנפלא הזה, שכל כוונתו לשם שמיים, להגדיל תורה ולהאדירה, להרים קרן התורה, לעזור לכל אחד ואחד מעם ישראל, בכל העניינים, כל המישורים, מהילד הכי קטן שצריך מטרנה וטיטולים, עד האיש הכי מבוגר שלעולם לא הניח תפילין, ורגע לפני המוות דואגים להניח לו תפילין. אם גם אתם רוצים להיות שותפים בכאלה דברים גדולים, בעשייה של תורה ועבודה וגמילות חסדים, ברוך השם, ארגון בעזרת השם כאן, לצדכם, לשירותכם, יחד עם כלל ישראל.
כמעט 1.5 מיליון דיסקים, דיסקונקים שחילקנו, כל הדברים האלה בחינם, יותר מ-12,000 שיעורים. אז כל הדברים האלה, מתי שבן אדם רואה כמה ההשקעה שלו, אם זה בבתים, מניות, בכל מיני דברים, והוא רואה שהמניה עלתה 10% במקום אחד ו1,000% במקום שני, אז הוא מבין איפה להשקיע פעם הבאה. ואותו דבר פה, יש הרבה אנשים שברוך השם צופים את השיעורים שלנו, שיעורים של הרב אפרים, שיעורים של הרב שרבית ושאר הרבנים בארגון, ועכשיו זה הזמן להיות שותפים בדבר הגדול שאנחנו עושים ברוך השם.
After somebody dies, their neshama naturally feels like it needs to be clean and like it needs to go to Gehenom to go and clean itself so it could feel better after.
And one of the reasons why we do this, why we show these numbers, is because we want to show everyone what we've done to give you an indication of what we can do in the future. So this is the time where we need as much of your help as possible to push yourself more than you typically do. If you typically donate a couple $100, donate 1,000. If you could afford the 8,000, 15,000, 50,000, whatever you could afford, this is the time to do it, because this is going to be the help that we have to help all of these avachim, to feed these people, and perhaps Messirut Nefesh one day to get that building that we've been wanting to build here in the United States, to build a community. But all of these things require millions of dollars. If not now, then when?